So what's up everyone? I hope you are doing well. This is a video I had no intention on making at all, but I'm kind of happy I am because I picked up something. A few days back, I think it was Tuesday, I saw a listing for a Worry Crow from a liquidation store in Dalton, Georgia. Just to go ahead and say they were awesome. I went and picked it up. I think I paid $175 for it. I really didn't expect to buy anything else for this season, but for 175 bucks, I couldn't turn it down. And I think, is going to go really well. This year is going to be a little different. I think he'll work better for future years. But for now, he's just kind of going to be standing where the pumpkin patch is. Here is his head. He was definitely just brand new. Somebody actually stole the support poles for him, but they were kind enough to open up another one and give me the support poles. So he's a brand new Worry Crow that I got for $175, which I think is a steal. So I'm going to go ahead and get this set up. I don't really feel like recording the setup of this, so I'm just going to kind of do a review. There's plenty of other videos online, but yeah, I'm going to get them set up and I'll get back to you. All right, I'm not quite done building, but I wanted to point this out, how much I like this, that these twist together. I really wish the 12-foot skeleton had it. It's pretty much the same connections, minus just these things that twist to make it waterproof, because there's a lot of corroding that goes on with the 12-foot skeleton. So, and the Immortal Werewolf. I think the Immortal Werewolf has similar style of these in some points, but I really do like this. So I just wanted to point that out. All right. I'm going to get back to putting it up. All right, he is up. And sorry if the camera is a little shaky. That was definitely a task at the end, just getting him up. I will say his setup is really, really, really easy. I've seen a lot of complaints about it online. Oh, I can't even keep the frame straight. He is really heavy, so 2 to 3 people to help lift him is gonna definitely be a huge help, because otherwise you're gonna either pull something or you're just gonna be really tired. And make sure you set him up where you actually want him. I might input a clip, but I did not do that. I put him where I wanted him, but then realized that it was too much of on a slant, so definitely was not gonna work. Unlike a lot of the other 12-footers, if he's on a slant at all, he's not going to stay up without weights or anything. So try to get him on level ground, because you're going to regret it if you get him up and are the only one getting him up and he kind of tries to topple over on you. So just be very, very careful. But he's really cool. I'm going to get some weights on him real quick. I just wanted to show you. And for size reference, he's kind of on a little bit of an upper hill, but he is massive compared to Skelly. It doesn't really show on video, but he just towers over Skelly. So he's really cool. And I'll get back to you in just a second. All right, guys, so this is what Worry Crow looks like at night, and he looks absolutely amazing. See if I can get him to go. His sensor's really good. There he is. You like more natural decorations up there. He's definitely my favorite animatronic I own. Let's get a nice shot with him and Skelly. Skelly's really cool, but I do have to say Worry Crow blows him out of the water in many different ways. One of those ways, I think, is his overall build quality. So I've been having some issues with this skeleton. His eyes don't tend to come on every single night for some reason, and I think it has to do with the moisture in the air. Where this guy improves on this is, like I showed you before, he has little screw and barrels that kind of weatherproof it a little bit better so moisture doesn't get in it. So shouldn't have an issue with him on that front. I will say that if you saw my video earlier, he is very, very, very top heavy. So you need to be ready to put the supports in and have weights ready to go, because if you don't, he's going to topple over. Even if he's just on a little bit of a slant, he will topple over, and that's kind of the biggest con I have for him. I also do worry about him only having one brace right here. It's actually 2 poles, but it's just 1 brace together. So I worry about that long term, but I think he's gonna be okay. I think he's gonna be okay as long as you kind of get him like anchored down good. I think this is also a good one to maybe have some support poles going from there if there's a way you could attach that. I'd have to play around with it, but I think for this year I'm not gonna worry about it, and hopefully he'll be okay. It was quite windy today, so I think that shouldn't be an issue, because he really stood his own once I got all this down. So I think the wind gusts were like 30 miles an hour. Anything past that, I would definitely lay him down. And that's another con I want to bring up. So unlike Skelly, I could very easily lay him down by myself. Him, on the other hand, I forgot how heavy he is. He's around 120 pounds. So one of the heaviest props Home Depot has ever made. He is not remotely doable, really, by yourself if you're just going to have to lay him down a whole lot. And I think that's the biggest con with this prop, is he's not real manageable just as a single person. So you're going to need some extra people, or just be really strong. You could definitely lay him down by yourself, but it's not ideal. But yeah, so he's really, really cool. I would say, I think he's on sale right now for $300. We'll see if he gets to half off. I was so thrilled to be able to get this guy for less than half off, $175, like I said, which I think is an incredible price for what I would classify as the best retail animatronic of all time. So if you are able to get him, and storage is another big thing. It's about the same size box as 12-foot skeleton. So storage for the normal person may not be super ideal. But I think if you're buying this prop, you're not going to be too concerned with that, just for who this prop is made for. Like I said, it's $400. It's on sale for $300. So he is a show-stopping piece. I'm just going to say it right now. He's the best Halloween decoration that's ever been made. He's so professional. He's something I would expect to see in a place like Netherworld or any of those big haunted houses. So he is an incredible one, and I would definitely recommend picking him up if you can manage him. He's not for everybody, and I get that, but wow, he is just incredible. Very repetitive video, me just praising this thing, but yep. One thing I wanted to point out real quick is a lot of people say he is a servo animatronic. He is actually not. He just has a standard motor in his rib cage. I actually prefer this because I think it'll be much easier to work on it instead of having all the servos like in his head. There's just one motor, I believe, in his rib cage, and it's what accounts for all the motion. So yeah, but just wanted to do a quick overview of this thing. Absolute unit of an animatronic, and I'm so happy to have him. So if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. I have a lot of fun things coming down the pipeline. I haven't been able to really post any of my yard display updates. I have them all recorded, but I'll hopefully get those edited and they'll start coming out more consistently. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting in the Halloween spirit. I'll catch y'all next time.